Happy Sunday. This is Bobby and JJ Radio. This is brand new. Bobby back in the studio. He's been gone for a couple weeks.
I was in Europe.
Well, the Paris hotel in Vegas. Mm-hmm. It's a little confusing, but it was pretty close. We have Fred Camarillo here. He's been in the real estate industry for how long now, Fred?
For 13 years now.
Wow, started when he was 12. And he's with a great company called OnQ Financial. But we're going to talk about this organization that is national, right?
Correct. So NAHREP is the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals.
I've been to one of their shindigs in LA a couple years ago, and it's a lot bigger than I think people think. It's definitely on the national, actually it's the international, because there's representatives from other countries, South America, Central America, and stuff like that. But for those of us that don't know about NAHREP, talk about it. Who are y'all? What are y'all doing?
So we are the largest Hispanic trade organization in the U.S. We're 20,000 members deep. So like you said, yes, we are international, and yes, we are, big, and we're national. In San Antonio, we've got a couple hundred, and this year in 2018, our mission is to grow that to close to 1,000. So we're actively seeking new members that
We only have a couple hundred in San Antonio?
A couple hundred. There's 14,000 realtors, I believe, and we only have a couple of hundred.
Huh. And we're a Hispanically based city.
That's right.
Why is that? Why do you think that is?
So,
I think there's so many organizations, right?
There's so many different organizations, and we are, Latinos for Latinos, and our mantra is Somos Latinos. Mm-hmm. So what we do that sets us apart and makes us different is we like to provide education to the Hispanic real estate professionals to help them grow their business and their business models.
Right.
So,
and you also have, I've been to some of because you guys have events all year long.
Oh, all year long.
I think I went to a luncheon one time. It was a panel of some of the top agents from all over Texas. I remember one of my boys that's now Keller in El Paso, he came and talked about his business. There's another guy from Corpus. There's another guy from Houston, I remember. My favorite thing about their events, it was at a really nice restaurant. And they always thank the staff, the wait staff that are there.
Right.
It's like a standing ovation for the people that are actually serving you, which is the first time that's ever happened to me in any kind of event that I've ever been to. Mm-hmm. That alone, I thought was like a really different take on just the camaraderie or the type of people that you're in the room with, because it's just a really, lack of better terms, a most humble crowd that I've been around.
Right.
These are some of the top agents in San Antonio. Not all of them were Hispanic, but. It was a really good educational event, but that's really what you guys focus on, is educating your members and making sure that they're not only educating but also helping them network with each other.
That's exactly correct. So our mantra is just basically to educate and to empower our Hispanic realtors so that when they come into situations where they're having to talk and to communicate and to network with other Hispanics, they know how Hispanics like to be, worked with. At a national level, we have lots of folks that we bring in to help with different policies that are out there in D.C. With the policymakers to help ensure that things are fair and adequate for Hispanic home buyers.
Sure, and also for the professional, I feel that or what I got out of it when I was really heavily involved. I was actually the representative for Keller Williams Realty, the entire company for NAHREP. Is that
they'll let anyone then?
I know the bar's low. The bar is really low.
So, what would you say is the qualification to be a top 100?
So that's. I'm glad you asked that, because in a couple of weeks here, on January 24th, we will have the top 100 Latino realtors in San Antonio. We recognize them for their achievement for 2017. We will have a ceremony at the Plaza Hotel at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And where we honor them and we recognize them. The qualification is you have to be a member and you have to be at least 25% Latino.
Okay.
So it's simple.
So one grandparent.
That's everyone.
That's one grandparent.
That's pretty much anyone.
25%.
So, but what is it? What is it based on? Is it volume of real estate sales?
It's closed transactions. So we do have some agents that have turned in their nomination forms, and they've asked, Fred, we have some stuff that was off market. Can that be considered? Absolutely. So it's closed units, MLS and non-MLS, off the market. We've had some folks that have had builder transactions, and we know that those don't always necessarily report to MLS, so those transactions can be included as well. So long as your broker signs off that you did in fact close these transactions, we can consider those.
So it's not closed yet. If somebody wants to try to get into the top 100, they can still register.
Absolutely. So we're still accepting applications until the 15th. And at that point, we will go ahead and start tallying up all the numbers and see where everyone's at. There are a couple of sponsorship opportunities. So if someone wants to come out and be part of the event, you'll have a chance to network and mingle with the top 100 realtors in San Antonio, or the top 100 Latino realtors in San Antonio. And you guys can certainly reach out to us for more information.
So it's the 7th today, so we got about one more week and to submit applications. So if you're a Hispanic or a quarter Hispanic and you're a real estate agent and you want to be considered, you can send, where can they find an actual application form?
So you can reach out to me via email. My email is Fred, F-R-E-D, .Camarillo, C-A-M-A-R-I-L-L-O, @OnQfinancial.com. And just simply reach out to me and say, hey, Fred, I'd like a nomination form, and I'll get that back to you ASAP.
Cool. So that's fred.camarillo @OnQfinancial.com. This is the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals. Going to have a shindig and let everyone know that Bobby lost on January 24th. Check him out at the plaza. Bobby will be crying in the corner, back left corner. We'll take a quick break. Be right back with Bobby and JJ Radio.